This is a puzzle review of Snowy Afternoon Friends by Masterpieces. It's part of the Signature Collection, 500 pieces. While I absolutely love this picture, it's adorable, it's cute, it was not that fun of a puzzle to put together. You could probably guess why by now if you've watched my other videos. The blue pieces, just the different colors that were like the same shades pretty much. After I got the border done, I did work on the bottom here because that was the easiest part as far as knowing what went there, because those were the only red and greens that had the same kind of texture on them, I guess. And then looking at the scarves, I did this scarf first because there were no hats that had the same color. So that was the first thing that I ended up doing just because it was the easiest thing to distinguish. And then, of course, going by the stripes. I believe I worked on the hat next. That's what I did next, was the hat. That was pretty easy because the stitching on the hat, if you look at the stitching there, and the stitching on here was actually quite different. So once I could look at what stitches those pieces had on them, I knew they went to that hat. And then we started working on this part of the hat, and then I was able to fill it in with this. And then I did this scarf because there wasn't a whole lot of other green left. I think this scarf ended up being last, even though I knew what pieces didn't go to it. The pieces are small, even though it's a 500 piece puzzle. The puzzle overall is a little bit smaller, so the pieces were kind of small, which just made it that much more difficult. The blues were the last thing that I did because I just kind of had to figure out, well, what shape went there, what shade of blue, things like that. So that was the very last part of what I did. That, and I think those branches, those were easy once I got everything else put together. I probably will not keep this puzzle, even though it was only 500 pieces, just because I liked doing it once. I don't know if I want to do it again. I absolutely love the picture. And if I were saving puzzles, I would glue this one and save it. But otherwise, yeah, this will probably go in my bye-bye pile. And there was no poster with this, which honestly, I don't even remember looking at the picture on the box that often, just because I kind of knew what it looked like, and there were only a few other colors. Like I said, once I figured out the stitching, I didn't really need to use it for reference. So not having a poster was not a huge deal on this one. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe.